Hey guys, Chippy with Bumps and Reptiles here. I just wanted to go over a few things regarding genetics. Um, when you're dealing with ball pythons, there's so many genetics out there that you can, kind of go crazy trying to figure out, what is this, what is that, and it's kind of overwhelming for some of the new keepers slash breeders that are out there. You go into a big box pet store and you're going to be dealing with animals that are called fancies. Fancies doesn't describe anything that has to do with ball pythons. It just means it's not normal. In the basics of learning genes, we're going to start off with codominant genes. The way a codominant gene works is if you have a snake that has a codominant gene in it and you bred that snake to a normal, then you have the ability to reproduce that codominant gene in its offspring. Usually it's a 50-50 shot if you're dealing with one gene. Usual example that everybody does is pastel. I'm going to go ahead and kind of alter that. I'm going to start with lesser. So the lesser gene, great gene, beautiful gene, kind of is like a lightener basically. If you have a lesser male and a normal female, you breed them together. 50% of that clutch that the female lays is going to be lessers, and the other half is going to be normals. There's no het game to worry about. It just means that I can reproduce these genes in these snakes without having to have the genes in both parents. It's a codominant gene. So some people put Punnett squares and stuff like that. Some people just don't understand that. If you basically want to go out and try to find what genes are codominant, I would say go to a site that has pretty much everything listed. Check out World of Ball Python, check out Morph Market, mess around with the genetics calculator a little bit, and it kind of gives you the odds of, if you breed that codominant gene to a normal, what you'll get. And then it's the same vice versa. If you have one codominant gene, say a lesser, and you breed it to another codominant gene, say a cinnamon, you breed those two together, then you have multiple chances of getting lessers. You can get cinnamons, you can get cinnamon lessers, and normals out of, that clutch. So you have multiple genes added in. They're still codominant. You don't have to have cinnamon in one side or, lesser in the other on both parents in order to get these genes. That's the basic way to know codominant is it can reproduce itself even if you don't have the gene in one of the parents. That's pretty much as simple as it gets. I've got, I've got a blackhead here. So you take Miss Blackhead here and you breed her with well, let's just say you breed her with a pastel. So blackhead's only present in the female, pastel's only present in the male. You're still going to get pastel babies, you're still going to get blackhead babies, you're going to have a chance to have pastel blackhead babies and normals out of the entire clutch. So basically with the codominant gene, you don't have to worry about it. Codominant genes are great for breeders, especially if you have something like a multi-gene animal. I've got one down here. This is my lesser bee. So it is a lesser, it is a spider, and it is a pastel, all wrapped into one. Once he gets of age and he gets up there, I can breed him to, whatever female I wish. But if I have a normal female lying around, I can get all three of those genes separated within, the clutch that she lays. So I don't have to worry about playing the het game. So I like codominance. Codominant genes are usually less expensive because they're not as hard to produce as, say, recessive genes. So you have that one gene, you can make more of that one gene. That's basically it. You guys got questions? You want to, I'll link the websites for World of Ball Python and Morph Market below. They're great resources if you're trying to research, maybe even what gene you want next. If you've got one male or one female and you want to know, well, what happens if I breed this to it? There are calculators on their sites where the genetic wizard will help you figure that out on what those offspring will look like, what genes they will have, and what your odds are going to be. So you guys got any questions, hit me down below. Check out some of the other videos on the site, and we'll catch you on the flip side.